Today I'm giving you the ultimate guide about speeding, the only video you will ever need to know about speeding on public roads. Now it's not just going to be a big video saying don't do it. I think there's some nuance here and some places where I think, in my personal opinion, it's not legal advice, I would personally speed. Let's get right into it. We're starting here in a small residential neighborhood. There's kids playing around. There's no center line here. There's like just a bunch of random people, you know, houses. This is the kind of place where it's okay to speed. You just got to be careful. And that's what I would say if I was an absolute idiot. If you are in a place with no center line, with tons of houses, on like a side street like this, do not speed, okay? Absolutely not. This is a terrible place. It's the last place you'd speed. You should be hyper paranoid that you're not going fast, hyper paranoid that you're being careful and considerate of all the potential kids around. So that is the absolute kind of place where you do not want to speed. We're also here in a playground zone right now. This is another place. Ditto for school zones. It's summer, so there's no school zones, but a playground zone, you don't want to speed at all, okay? Now we step it up to a more semi-major road like this. This is a 40 zone. There are some houses, but there is a center line. And here, you don't have to be as paranoid when you're speeding, okay? Because I would just generally adhere to the limit, right? I'm generally staying a bit over 40, just making sure I'm focusing on the road. And the reason I do this is because when you get into more major road like this with a center line, this is not like family play time, all right? Like, there are no kids playing hockey on the street here like you would see in the neighborhood that we started in. So I think in that case, on that road back there, we didn't get much time on it. That is a residential road. I would focus more on the road ahead of you and less exactly on your speed. Just stay tethered to the speed limit. And now we get on here, and this is a bit more of a major artery road. There's a center divider. There's a few houses, but they're kind of off in the distance. This is the kind of place, in my opinion, again, in my opinion, where I would just focus more on the road, okay? I have to be careful. I have to eat my words. Nice Honda S2000, bro. I love that. For me, max 10 kilometers per hour over is kind of a sweet spot because I can just kind of cruise without caring about my speed. I have a good idea that I'm generally sticking, this is a 50 zone by the way, similar to the 50 zone, and I'm just focusing on the road, and that's nice. I think anything more than 10 kilometers per hour over starts to get risky, but you know for a fact that cops will not pull you for going this speed, all right? You're pretty safe going like this kind of speed on normal roads, okay? The glare is absolutely terrible. Let's see if that works. And see, it even opens up to 2 lanes. There's no houses on here. And honestly, on a major artery road like this, I don't sweat speed too much, okay? I'm not hyper fixating on, am I going exactly on the speed limit? I'm just making sure I'm focusing on the road. I'm getting where I need to go efficiently, and I'm not like super close to the speed limit. And the problem with staying super close, I cannot see the light here. Well, let me just lock in here. All right, that's green, I'm pretty sure. The problem is with staying super close to the speed limit on big roads like this, is you'll oftentimes just dip below it, okay? And then what happens is people behind you are gonna get annoyed. You're gonna be going like 45 and a 50 without you even realizing, and that's kind of sketchy. But if you go 5 to 10 over, you don't sweat speed too much on a street like that, a major artery road, that's where I think the sweet spot is. Now we're coming onto a highway here, and this is what the bulk of the video will be about. Now I think the highway part of this video is going to be really important because highways and speed can cause a lot of stress. However, one of the worst stresses out there can be hit and runs, and these can happen to anyone. No one is truly safe. This is where the sponsor of today's video, Redtiger, and their new F77 come into play. Now if you want to skip my yapping and just check out why the F77 is truly one of the best dash cams on the market today, check out the link in the description and use my code. But if I had to sum up what makes the F77 the best dash cam out there, in my opinion, in one sentence, is that both cameras use 4K, okay? Usually most dash cam companies will use 4K for the front, but in the rear, they'll just put some BS back there. Like, who needs the rear camera? You need top quality cameras, and both cameras, front and rear, use 4K. Additionally, they use IMX678 sensors from Sony, so you have good clarity day or night. Just look at how clear the F77 captures plates, front and back, day and night. It doesn't matter. If someone does something to you on the road, you'll always have their plate. Then another thing that separates the F77 from its competitors is the fact that it doesn't use an SD card. This is great. As technology advances, I don't want to have to use a tiny SD card that can get lost and can allow you to lose all your footage like that. The F77 uses built-in eMMC storage, just like your smartphone. And you get it in either 128 gigabytes or 256 gigabytes, meaning you can store hours and hours of 4K footage without it running over. Finally, the app side is great too. The software is fantastic. They tested download speeds up to 20 megabytes per second in a lab-tested, interference-free environment. The app is genuinely so easy to use, and that is also another great part about the camera. If this sounds intriguing, if you want to check out all the features and get one for yourself, click the link in the description below. Back to the video. Instantly, a highway is a place, again, in my opinion, you can give it a little. Now, why on highways do I feel like it's acceptable to speed? Highways are incredibly safe when it comes down to it. The only part that's dangerous about highways is the on-ramp when people go too slow. But when you're actually going full speed on a highway, I hope you guys can hear me, it's not that bad, okay? We're going a decent speed, we're going a bit above the speed limit, it feels very safe. There's nothing really dangerous except going on the on-ramps. And that's why back there, when I ripped it, when I near redlined my car, that was actually the safe thing to do, believe it or not. That was the thing you should be doing in that kind of situation. And now, let's hop in the passing lane. I was staying relatively close to the speed limit in that lane, but now I'm gonna be ripping. And here's why I'm kind of ripping in the passing lane, okay? When you're passing people in a passing lane, you wanna do it efficiently. If I'm not passing efficiently, if I'm going just about the same speed as this guy, slowly passing him, there are two issues. First of all, it's gonna piss off people behind me. People in the passing lane want to pass efficiently. If you wanna learn more about passing lanes, just watch my passing lane video. But secondly, if I had stayed in that guy back there when I was passing him, if I'd stayed in his blind spot for a while, that puts me at more risk. The most dangerous place to be when you're near another car is the blind spot. So if you can actively, and sorry I'm yelling here, I just don't want the wind noise to overpower me. If you can actively stay out of people's blind spots by going faster, that is a net good thing, okay? The safety of getting out of people's blind spots fast when you're passing, unlike that Nissan is doing, he's just sitting there. In fact, he's getting passed on the left or on the right. The safety of quickly getting out of people's blind spots by pushing the speed limit when you're on the passing lane, that right there, that outweighs the danger of speeding. And I say speeding because honestly on highways, speed doesn't matter that much. Let's downshift here, see if we can get a pull. That wasn't bad. Now we're on another major 2-lane artery road, and this is the kind of place where, again, I'm not gonna sweat. I think it's a 60, it's turning into a 50 here. Now it's a 50. I'm not gonna sweat it, okay? I'm going more off intuition. I'll probably stay a bit over the limit, but that's okay. What matters more is that I'm focused, and in my opinion, if you're hyper fixating on your speed below you, that's not good, okay? That causes more harm than it does good. Whereas if I'm staying generally tethered to the 50 limit, that's a pretty good spot to be. That means I can focus, and I'm not gonna go below the limit. I'm not at risk of that. I can just focus on the road ahead of me. Dude, it's kind of like, I want you guys to know this as a POV driver, because it's a very rare thing to do on the internet. It's kind of weird being out in public in these city streets with a GoPro on my head, especially with a convertible. Because people just look at you, bro. I feel like, maybe I'm in my head right now. I feel like people are just checking me out, not in like a, that's cool way. Like a, why does this guy have a GoPro on his head way? But it's chill. I gotta provide you guys with this educational content. So if you like what you're seeing, if you like me putting myself out there on the public roads for education, make sure to subscribe. I really think speeding's not very universal. It's a very nuanced thing. So we have a 40 zone here. Use your judgment. Am I gonna be hyper fixated, constantly slamming on the brakes to stay on the 40? No. But am I gonna be relatively careful that I'm staying near that? Yes. There's houses, there's blind corners, there's so many trees. I don't think there's gonna be a kid around, but there could be. Nice Civic. Nice Subaru. Wow, people have cool cars, I guess. That's kind of loud. I used to have one of those. I'm yapping here. I stay generally tethered to the limit. Especially there's pedestrians here, there's dogs. You never know, maybe someone's walking around with their dog unleashed. That's their problem. But assess where you are. I talked about this in my last driving video. Assess where you are and just be smart about it, okay? It will take some discipline. It's not easy to go this slow, right? Are these guys crossing? No, they're not. That's not even the crosswalk. It takes discipline, but just be smart about it, okay? Because then you will be safer. And as you can see, there are places to open up, like on the highway. I genuinely think there's absolutely no risk with speeding on the highway within reason, and that is my opinion. That's not legal advice. But here, we're staying pretty close to the limit. Houses, Subaru BRZ, lots of stuff. I'm just gonna be relaxed. I'm gonna be calm. I'm gonna enjoy the scenery. Sometimes when you feel like speeding, just sit back, like actually lean your posture back in your chair and just enjoy. For our final segment of the video, we are heading into urban territory here. And you're gonna see this and think urban my ass, okay? This is not urban. This is urban to me. I live on an island in Canada, okay? This is about as urban as we're gonna get. E36. Now, when we're somewhere pretty urban like this, dense cars, stores. There's stores on this side. We're gonna get more urban in a sec. I like to just not even think about speed, because if you're in a more like serious downtown, okay, there's gonna be so much going on. That guy is so loud, I can't talk right now. There's gonna be so much going on. The last thing you're gonna be thinking about is speed, okay? What you're gonna be thinking about is what's going on here. And again, I don't have a big downtown to demonstrate. I wish I did. This is like, it will get a little more densely urban. But my point is, when you're in an area like this with storefronts, this is called Uptown in my city, where there's gonna be pedestrians, there's like a big crosswalk up here. When it's kind of chaotic, there's cars everywhere, it's a bit more dense. Just focus on the road, okay? Don't even think about speed, because it's pretty much impossible to speed in these like severely urban areas. It's just gonna be like, it's not really feasible, especially if you're to go to like a busy downtown. Like think New York, Manhattan. All you're gonna be thinking about is how do I not hit people? There's no way to speed. And even if you did, you'd be dumb. There's so many buildings, crosswalks, it's not even worth it. So in my opinion, don't think about speed. Obviously don't be reckless, but don't think about speed in these urban areas. Just go, okay? Worry about the buses, worry about the pedestrians, stuff like this. Again, not the best example what I have here, but yeah. Anyways, that's all for the video, guys. If you got value from this, let me know, and I'll see you in the next one.